Welcome back to this episode of Dan's Garage, and today it's snowing. We're supposed to get up to 5 inches, accumulation here today. 1.5 feet by the weekend, so it's cold. It's a balmy 29 degrees at the moment. Let's see, what else here? I can't feel my fingers or my toes. I can see my breath, so that's good. At least I know that's there. And I figure the most important thing to do at the moment, seeing as the weather is, hazardous to 500 horsepower, no brakes, why don't we just install a fuel pressure gauge today? Because for whatever reason, I need to know what that is when it's frostbite weather. So let's just go install her right now. Alright, so here's the various equipment we have to work with today. We got our Autometer fuel pressure gauge. We're going to have to snip these short because they're too long. They don't fit in the pod here. So that's going to go in there like that. Snip that. Oh. We got our hose. This is a dash 4, so a 1/4 inch hose. This dash 4 fitting's going to screw onto there. That's all good. We got enough length, I hope, to do what we want to do. Then we got our hardware goodies here, because what I'm thinking here is ultimately I want to put this inside the car, even though it says right here mount outside the car. But that's a suggestion, really. But I don't want to have to mess with the interior because I can't feel my fingers. So we're just gonna pop her right on the old hood up by the windshield just for now until warmer weather comes. But I don't want to drill a hole in this hood, so that's our dilemma. So we're going to have to mount this onto there, and then we're going to have to mount that onto the firewall somewhere and make it so it doesn't interfere with the hood opening and shutting. So that is our goal today. I'm thinking we're going to have to drill another hole in here. One hole matches up. I have to drill another hole in here to get both of them. Then what we're going to do, there's a bit for the hole. We got a tap and die here, 1/4 inch, because luckily these holes down here just happen to be the perfect size to actually tap that, so I can thread the bolt directly into there, through here, attaching that. Then we're going to have to look to see where we can attach this over there, but for right now, let's just start on that. Alright, well, first things first, we got to snip these a little shorter to fit in our pod. So why don't we just come in here, mount her down there. Goodness gracious, I don't know who's been working in here making this giant mess. Couldn't have been me, could it? Alright, one done. We'll get the other one in here. Situated. That's about good there, I would say. We'll snip him. Good. So that part's taken care of. So now we're going to have to actually tap these holes to the appropriate size we want. So let's mount this guy in here. Now we got our tap and we got our die. That'll work just fine. So let's bring her up here. Get her started here. Alright, now we got our 2 holes tapped. in order to bolt that plate on. So now what we gotta do is we gotta mark where we need to drill our other hole onto this plate. So I have to figure out which way we want this mounted here. I think like this will do. Just like that. We'll get one bolt threaded on through. Oh, it's so cold you can't feel anything. Chilly. Okay. Alright. So got that there. Now we're just going to mark that with, usually we have a marker around here somewhere, but today's case we don't seem to. Well, when you can't find a marker, you just got to improvise. Good enough. Alright, now we gotta drill our hole through here. Good, good, good. Alrighty. Now we're going to mount it to our plate. Tighten her up here. We'll just cinch that guy down. Alright. And now that's what we've got. I put it on upside down. Now we got her. Alright. That was stupid. Now we got to go see where we can actually mount this under the hood of the Cuddy. Alright, so we're going to need to do some problem solving here. We need a place to put this that does not interfere with the hood opening. Possibly right here, but then the gauge might be in contact with the hood. Well, where else could we put it? We could put it further down here, right there, and that might work. What if we shut? Nope, that won't work. Comes in contact with the hood. This is going to be the real tricky bit. Alright, well, where it was sitting, we don't have any place to put this mounted to the windshield bolts or anything. It's going to come in contact with the hood. So we're going to have to actually bend this and wrap this around the hood and mount it from underneath, because there's already holes drilled underneath. So we'll have to bend this a little bit more, get another metal piece, extend it, mount it on the underside of the hood, which I don't care about, and then it will open and close with the hood. So let's see how easy this is to bend. Oh yeah, it's coming. Okay, let's go test fit this over there and see what we get. As far as the, that might be a bit too much. We'll see. Let's go slide this in the hood and see where this ends up, and see if we need to extend this farther to get a good place to mount it, or if we can use this hole to mount it where it is. Alright, so if we come under here and we just slide her over, where does she end up? We need to unbend her a little bit. Alright, unbent that just a little bit. Now let's come up here and see. Yes. We're not really that deep into here. But if we get another piece bolted on here, we could probably come up here into that pre-drilled bolt hole and just screw it in. Okay. So we may need to make another trip to the old Get Her Done store. Okay. That's the plan. Well, I just rummaged around a little bit and we found this L piece that will work just fine. But first we have to bend it to our will. Which means we gotta flatten this guy out. I figure the old press might, or vise might, do the trick. Not too bad. Vise in the hammer. Alright. She's a little flatter. Let's take our hammer here. We got this piece back here. Ouch! Where's a pair of vice grips? You just can't ever find what you need when you need it. Alright, well, so long, fingers. Alrighty, that's a little flatter. Let's put her back in the old vise. You know, you watch on TV people making this stuff look real easy. But then again, they got shops that have every tool you'd ever want at your disposal. Most of us just don't have that luxury. Come on. Most of us just gotta make do with what we got. Sometimes that means using a sledgehammer to tighten your vise. I would say that's probably flat enough to what we need. Now what we need is a way to actually mount it to our other piece. Alright, I got both of them clamped in. Now we'll take this drill and auger out a hole for us. Okay. Now we need something to actually clamp her down. A nut and a bolt. I gotta search my shop for something. Solved it. Want to make sure you put your zip ties in right. Otherwise it'll just look unprofessional. Now you say what you want. You have the right. But I'll say it ain't going anywhere. Well, now that we got her extended, let's see how far she reaches. bend her up a little bit and find a way to zing her right onto there. I don't think I want it right in my way necessarily. I think maybe if I scooch her over here, maybe. See if the hood shuts then. Yep, I think that will do her. So now, just gotta mount it. Well, let's see if I can manage to actually do this without it falling. Alright. You up there anymore? Now I got my mark somewhere. There we go, right there. It's probably not even a metal bit, is it? Probably not. Holy moly. Whew. Well, that was good. Feed this through. It'd be good if I had a bit that would actually come onto that, wouldn't it? It's really hard to get in here. I'm not exactly a small guy. Come on. I just can't believe it. It's mounted. Look at that. Wow. Well, now that the easy part's done, now we gotta plumb this bad boy. So we gotta take her out of her mount. Carefully. This has got to go through there. It'll be interesting. I'm gonna thread this guy on. I need to get this pod back in place. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. Come on. Get out of there. You got it. That's the way. You just you don't. Sometimes you just gotta be smarter than what it is you're working on. Alright, so now we gotta take that guy off. And we gotta plumb in our little T here. We got a -4 going into a 1/8 NTP, then -6s here. So we're just going to be able to pop that on right there. I'm going to do it, I'm going to see, I think I have enough, oh yeah, I got way more than enough. I'm going to do it here on the primaries because these are flowing fuel down more than the secondaries are. So I want to make sure I'm got good, uh-oh. No, you don't come off with. Gotcha. I want to make sure I have full fuel pressure up here. while I'm cruising around. Just gonna unthread him. Thread him into here. Alright. I'll thread him onto there. Alright, well, let's make sure it's not leaking out of the gauge. Alright, what do we got? Alright, no fuel out of there. Let's make sure it's not leaking under the hood. Not leaking out of there either. So I say that is a success. Still no leaks. No leak at the gauge. Oh, it's cold. No leak down there. Fantastic. Well, I guess now that we have a gauge to tell us what the fuel pressure is, we might as well take a look at it. Alright, let's see what we got. Ooh. We are low. That was only, what was that, 4 pounds? Yeah, it was only about 4 pounds. Holly carburetor, you really want about 6. So let's go tweak the fuel pressure regulator and turn that up a little bit. Now that we know. It is just a winter wonderland out here now. Holy smokes. Go away. I don't want snow. Get warm. Ah, that didn't work. Whoa. So here's our fuel pressure regulator. And you got this little set screw out here with your nut. And I believe turning it out lefty-loosey is going to increase the fuel pressure. Turning it in will decrease the fuel pressure. So why don't we just turn this guy out a little bit. And let's go see what that did. Alright, what do we got now? Ooh. That's less. Okay, let's just back her out the other way, because I guess I was probably wrong. Alright, now what do we got? Little too much. Let me go back her up just one more time. And third time's the charm. Boom, right there. So she's right about 6, which is perfectly fine for what we want. It is certainly better than 4. Well, we got her done, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've kind of been complaining a lot during this video. It's been kind of jumbled up because of the cold. I do not like the cold at all. But I think it looks better than I thought it was going to look. I thought it might look a little tacky on the outside, but you know, who knows? I might actually like it out there. I might keep it out there. I don't know. It's definitely going to stay out there until warmer weather arises. But as far as weather is concerned, it is starting to truly get cold and truly start snowing. So Dan's garage is going to now be in Dan's garage. We're going to be, setting some stuff up here, some winter projects. I got a few ideas what we got to do. Project Mustang's already packed away. Project Cuddy I have out because we might get a good day here and there. But we'll see how she goes. I got to clean up the garage, get the workbench and everything ready to do some winter projects. I got a few ideas. We'll keep busy throughout the winter. So if you want to see that, stay tuned, and I'll see you next time. God, it is snowing up here. I gotta get warmed up. Who invented snow?